Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today I have for you help Full Moon Features choose their next 10 productions. Yes, that's right. I'm a huge fan of Full Moon Features. You know, I've been a fan of them for a long time, since the Puppet Master days, the 90s, and all that. Charles Band is incredible, and Full Moon Features is one of the last independent film studios, along with Troma. But Full Moon Features has always been my favorite, one of my favorites. You know, they have everything you could ever want. Puppets, horror, mayhem, boobs, all the good stuff like that, right? It's just, I love Full Moon Features. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop this up because I just saw this, and now you can vote for your favorites, and we're going to watch this video by Charles Band, and then we'll do the thing together. So let's see how this goes.
Dudes, this is super cool. We need your help in selecting the 10 movies we're making next year. Now, I've always done things that involve the fans. I love the feedback. Even when I go to these horror conventions, I'm always hearing what you guys like. But this time we've kind of boiled it down to a poll of science. So by clicking or going to the site, you'll be able to look at all 14 poster concepts that we put together. And I'd like you guys to choose your top 10. You don't have to choose 10. If you only like 5 or 6, you can push 5 or 6. But we are going to make 10 of these movies next year. Some of these concepts and titles are so exciting to me, like Buried Secrets and The Grim Rapper and Models versus Werewolves and, Sirens of Seduction. I mean, you can tell by the art where we're going. And, I do love Shrunken Heads and Head movies. I've made quite a few of them. So be part of this. Help us select these movies. And everyone who participates in this poll will get a $10 gift certificate for Full Moon Horror, our awesome site full of weird stuff that we sell, whether it's movies or replicas or posters or Delirium magazine. So check it out. Be part of this and let us know what you like and which of these concepts excite you.
We're going to pause there. And down here it says, Full Moon screams into 2026 with an impressive slate of wild, untamed new horror and dark fantasy feature films. Bloodthirsty fiends, damsels in distress, high concepts, and hideous creatures are all over each of these new and development movies. And we want you to choose 10 of these perverse pictures, as he said. And then there's the poll. It says start here. It says takes 1 minute. So let's go ahead and do this poll, and we'll see where it takes us. So what do we got first? The Grim Rapper. When a greedy record executive uses AI to resurrect a murdered hip-hop legend, the rapper's vengeful spirit returns with a cursed boombox, trapping a grieving lover and friends inside a recording studio where the dead hunt the living one beat at a time. I'm going to have to say no on this. I'm not a big fan of the Grim Rapper thing. I'm going to have to say no on that one. Okay, next one. This one says 5 young models go to an Airbnb in the woods for a full moon that comes once every 500 years. What starts off as the perfect girls trip quickly becomes a nightmare as a pack of ancient werewolves are woken by the new moon. Yes to this one. Yes to this one. I enjoyed that one. Hopefully we'll see some good stuff in that. And this one says, Svengali 2026. When Ellen and Dawn arrive in Italy in search of Ellen's sister Catherine, they wind up in the looming gothic home of Ivan, a doctor who has broken Catherine's will and controls her completely. The women are there, then put in a series of increasingly erotic tests, forced to pleasure Ivan and each other with Catherine's body and soul hanging in the balance. I'm going to go with that one. I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. I dug that one. This one says, when telepath Kyle is called Subhuman. When telepath Kyle jumps into the mind of something that looks like a woman but is not quite human, the female fiend imprisons Kyle in his apartment and subjects him to physical and mental tortures. The only hope for the help comes from his neighbor Heather, and with her at his side, Kyle must face to face with his own twisted impulses if he hopes to defeat the ageless evil woman, the Subhuman. I like that. Matter of fact, shout out to Brooks Davis, who works for Full Moon, so I've had on my channel a bunch of times. I think he posted this on his Instagram, the script for Subhuman. So I'm going to go ahead and put yes, because that sounded good. That sounded interesting. This, of course, here's the Sirens of Seduction. For a price, one can approach the mysterious Professor Grantham, who has spent a lifetime crafting his demonic sirens. Beautiful females' heads carved with alabaster, ruby, and crystal, and draped in silk. Whisper the proper words into their tiny ears, and they will fly, sing, kiss, and kill. Yes, I'm going to go ahead on that one. What can I say? I'm a huge fan of Full Moon Features. I even like their new stuff. Their new stuff is great. They're one of the few... I know we got to get into this, and I'm trying not to make this video long, but they're one of the few places left that still are making like 90s style horror movies and eroticism and stuff like that, which we don't really get much of anymore. And I love it. I love it. And this one is called The Cyber Bride. Jane Kendall is a brilliant young scientist who's obsessed with her latest invention, a 7 foot tall humanoid robot and superhuman strength, speed, and intelligence, and near human emotions. Unfortunately, Jane has failed to realize that her unstoppable creation has become obsessed as well with her. Yeah, I could do that one. I'll do that one. I'll do that one. Ooh, Lost Girl's Private Diary. I just like the name of that right off the bat. It says a struggling writer finds an old diary written in blood chronicling a Victorian girl's supernatural affairs. When she decides to steal the stories for her own novel, she accidentally completes an ancient ritual through the transcription. Now skeletal demons are crawling into her world, demanding payment in flesh. Yep, I'm gonna do that one. It's funny. It's like the Grim Rapper was the only one. That's the only one that didn't really interest me. I don't know. That one didn't pop like the rest of these are popping. The Haunting of Eleanor. A painter rents a coastal castle for inspiration, but soon discovers a hot Victorian ghost. I mean, you gotta love it. Right? It's all hot girls. I love it. I love it. Victorian ghost couple wants her to complete with their love triangle. Sounds fun until the jealousy kicks in. They seduce her into their games, but as the hunting gets more intense and blood spills, she realizes choosing one means losing herself forever. Yes, on that one as well. Dungeon Dolls. 3 beautiful women. I'm sold. Wake up in a basement dungeon, finding themselves dressed like life-size dolls. An insane gamekeeper in a mask makes the scene, challenging girls to escape his toy box escape room through a series of terrifying tests that indulge his twisted perversions. Yep, let's go ahead and say yes to that one. Robotica. 2 security guards working the midnight shift in an adult toy company find themselves the target of, I have to admit, an adult. I'm just going to go ahead and say yes. Just yes on that one already. That just sounded fun. Buried Secrets. The lost catacombs of Balmazar are rumored to hold a fortune in jewels for anyone brave enough to dig them up. When a daring or maybe foolhardy group of young adventurers dare to unearth the hidden graves, they manage to find the treasure, but also awaken a buried demon who's looking for blood and someone to take his place in the darkness. Yes to that one as well. Catacombs of Horror. In a remote Italian village, a young traveler falls for a charming local, only to discover that the catacombs beneath his family's estate hide an ancient creature the villagers have secretly appeased with unsuspecting tourists for generations, and she's been marked as its next offering. Worse still, the man she's been sharing a bed with is a devoted high priest. Yeah, let's go with that one. Honestly, for the most part, I'm digging all these, and I love the high concepts of all these. It's full moon always shoots for the moon, whether they turn out like they're described or not. They always shoot for the moon, and I love it. And it says a murder mystery, Terror Express. A murder mystery bachelorette party aboard a luxury train takes a wicked turn when the bridesmaids open an antique puzzle box, unleashing 3 seductive incubi who charm their way into the ladies' sleeper cars, secretly plotting to drain their life force and become mortal once again. Yes, we're going for that one. The Haunted Heads of Dr. DeCapto. A disgraced medical researcher has been hired to assist a mysterious doctor who lives in a remote, forgotten mansion in the wilderness. The elderly Dr. DeCapto, I like that, has valued his life to a bizarre experiment. He shows his new assistant his collection of human heads which are somehow still alive and aware, and also eternally young. Yes, DeCapto has discovered the secret of eternal youth, but alas, it's a very limited secret, as only works on disembodied heads. But surely, you know what? I'm gonna kind of go no on that one. That one didn't quite interest me. That one didn't quite interest me. So it says enter my email to submit for a $10 gift card. I will do that after this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off there. But I will enter that in after I finish making the video. But what do you guys think? Did any of them interest you? I'll put a link down below so you guys can go do this yourself and choose the ones you want. Get you a $10 gift card and help make Full Moon Features' next 10 productions happen. You know, that's pretty cool. I like that. I love Full Moon Features. Shout out to them. You know, I've had a little dealings with them here on the channel, and I'm always happy to support them in independent film. Let me know your guys' thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing and hitting that bell for notification. That'd be awesome if you guys' subscriptions, or possibly share this video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being channel members here and for all of your support. To everybody watching, whether you like me, hated me, or liked this video, or hated this video, I thank you for sticking the song wherever y'all are. Please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media and independent film, because they truly are the superior format, now more than ever. Godspeed.